Hi, welcome everybody to London. I'm Bradley Andersen. I'm a community manager at k8gb. I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about k8gb if you don't know much about it, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about where we're going and how you can get involved. I'm not seeing a timer here. Hey, there we go. So, yeah, this is going to be our project update for this particular KubeCon. k8gb is a global service load balancer. So think about if you've got an application, you want to service it in multiple geographies, maybe EU, maybe United States, maybe China. You want to make sure that that thing is always up. And you may want to make sure that people from China are getting something closer to where they live so that there's low latency. You want to make sure that somebody in the US is getting something close to them so that there's low latency. So k8gb is OSS. It's following the Kubernetes operator platform. I'll show a couple of things after with that. So it's implemented with Kubernetes operators, so it's things that you know about already. It's implemented with a single GSLB CRD to enable the global load balancing. I'll show one of those after. It is vendor neutral, it's environment agnostic, and it's a CNCF sandbox project. We have recently applied for incubating, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. We believe it's the only cloud native Kubernetes global load balancer. So it provides an independent GSLB capacity to any ingress or service. There's no dedicated management cluster so that there's no single point of failure. Basically what's happening is the operator is doing what an operator does, and it's checking the health of the applications through the service, through the ingress, using normal things like liveness readiness probes, and then it's updating DNS, right? And it's saying, hey, this particular cluster, the application on this particular cluster is ready to serve. So if it's not, then the other cluster is going to notice it, because one other thing that the operators are doing is talking to each other to make sure that they know the state of the world. So it's Kubernetes-native application health checks, and it commoditizes GSLB for Kubernetes. So it's using all the same things that you know about already. You don't have to really learn anything new. You just have to plop in a YAML file, as we'll see in a minute. This is just a diagram that shows what I was talking about a minute ago. I put some little stars next to the important components that are coming with k8gb. I talked about the controllers already. You can see this cross cluster sync polling going on there. So if this region A cluster is down, region B cluster is going to know it's down, update DNS, and then nobody's going to get sent over to region A cluster until region A cluster resolves whatever its problem is. The other two core components in there that you'll see are core DNS, which is serving the DNS requests, and external DNS, which is enabling zone delegation. So there's a number of DNS providers that you can use, right? So there's Route 53, there's Infoblocks, there's RFC 2136, all of these things. Here's the CRD. There's a couple of important points on here. So you see in the spec section, there's a kind, there's an ingress virtual service. You know what's happening with ingress. There is a gateway API implementation, which is already out there. It's not ready to be used yet. It's in a pull request, but that's one of our plans for next quarter. And in the strategy section, you'll see the different types. So they're the things that you'd expect. There's failover, there's round robin, there's weighted round robin, there's GeoIP. This is something that I talked about earlier, right? So you could tie it to, you could say that this particular cluster is serving this particular region. And what's happening is when you plop this CRD in there, or when you plop this YAML in there, the operator is taking a look at that and then implementing the appropriate resources. So k8gb has been around for about 5 years. We've been a sandbox project for 4 years. We've submitted our incubation app about 5 months ago, and coming up in Q2 is going to be GCP DNS, gateway API, as I just mentioned, and a docs overhaul. We are working toward incubation. We've got a number of public adopters, 2-time Security Slam finalists, perfect CLO monitor score, maintainers from ABSA, Upbound, Catify, Accenture, contributors from Millennium BCP, etc. And just some vanity metrics, because everybody likes those. So help get us over 1,000 stars this KubeCon. We're at 961 right now. One thing I would like to call out is we have regular every 2 weeks community meetings. The next one is tomorrow. It will be our 66th community meeting. Slam all of these things. You can star us on GitHub. You can read the docs. You can join us on Slack. And please come see us at the Project Pavilion Thursday. We're going to be there in kiosk 4B from 2 until 5. A couple of the maintainers will be there. A couple of companies that are using k8gb will be there, and we'll answer any kind of questions that you have. Thank you.